In this example, we're going to take a look at the Vlookup function. Vlookup function takes a value, which is the value that you want to take a look at, a table that has a table of different results based on values, and a column, usually we use number 2, column 2, to display what we want to display. So here's my letter grades. I've got a final grade, and so I want to look up the final grade for each student. So I'm going to start with equals Vlookup, and I'm going to look up the letter grade. So that's my value. I'm going to look up a 61. What letter grade does 61 get? Well, I need to make a table here of letter grades. So let's start with a table. Before I can even do that, I need to make a table of letter grades. So you need to start with the lowest value. In this case, the lowest value you can get would be a 0. And what letter grade would I like to give in column 2 of this table? I would like to give an F if you get 0%. Okay, what's the minimum grade required to get a C minus? Well, at this school, it would be 50%. So I'm going to write C minus in the second column for 50%. Next, what's the lowest grade? What's a minimum to get a C? And that would be 60%. A C plus, the minimum to get a C plus would be 67. Minimum to get a B would be 73. Oops. And then finally, a minimum to get an A would be 86. So now I've got a table of grades starting with the lowest and a second column with the values that I'd like to display for that grade. So a 0 to 49 is going to give me an F. 50 to 59 is going to give me a C minus. 60 to 66 is going to give me a C plus, and so forth. So let's go back to this formula and equals Vlookup. And then I'm going to look up, as I said, my grade. So the final grade in this case is D3. I'm going to put a comma and I'm going to list the table. The table is right over here, which is cells H4 to I9. That's my table that goes from 0 to 86 and F to A. And then finally, which column do I want to display? I want to display the second column, which is, in this case, the letter grade. So when I type this all in, I get a C for a 61, which is correct. I'm going to fill it, and unfortunately, I made a mistake. Oh, shoot. It works, and then all of a sudden, I get these not applicables. Well, as you know, what happens when I do the fill handle, if I take a look at this, my chart is not going to be, my table rather, is not going to be from H4 to I9. In here, my table goes from H10 to I15, which is down here. Aha, that's the problem. So all I need to do is lock the cells. Again, to lock a cell, I can put a $sign in front of the H, $sign in front of the 4, $sign in front of column I, and a $sign in front of column 9. And although the result is not going to be any different, when I use the fill handle, of course it will be different. And there's my grade.